In your first aid kit, does your medication container look something like this? Would you prefer them to look something a little bit more like this? A little bit more presentable? Well, in this video, I want to show you how to pre-package your pills to make them look a little bit more classy. Stay tuned. Hello friends and family, thanks for checking in. For anyone new here, my name is Russell Liston, and I'm here to help you as you prepare every needful thing. Whether you purchase a first aid kit or you build your own, medication is going to be one of the items that you keep in your kit. For the longest time, this was the pill bottle in my first aid kit. And it was always kind of interesting being on an outing. Someone would say they have a headache and does anyone have any pills? And you'd pull this thing out and you would open it up and pour it in your sweaty hand and let them kind of thumb through it and see what they wanted. And it was always kind of a joke because it's kind of disgusting. Anyway, as time went on, my system got a little bit more refined. I got married, I had children, and I started carrying children type medication, and I needed the directions, I needed to be a little bit more organized, and so I started into a new route of organizing and pre-packaging my meds so that they were a little bit cleaner and simpler, and you knew what you were getting. Alright, so in this video I want to show you how easy it is to pre-package your pills and make them look a little bit cleaner and tidier in your first aid kit. So let me share with those 4 ideas with you. The first item on the list is the bags. So these can be purchased at the pharmacy. If you go into any pharmacy, you'll see a wall that looks something like this, and on that wall you'll see these little pill pouches. And if you don't want to go to the pharmacy, these can also be found online, and I'll leave a link below for you to be able to easily access those. But these are nice little pouches. As you can see, they easily hold a number of pills, and so you can get a good amount inside of there. And they're pretty sturdy. I've been using these for a long time. They have a nice zipper closure to them, and they've worked really good. The second item that we need to talk about is the medication. So the easiest way to do this is to go to your medicine cupboard or wherever you keep your pills and see what's there. See what your family uses. For me, we have compare to Motrin IB or ibuprofen. And we have compare to extra strength Tylenol. And we have compare to Benadryl. And we have stay awake caffeine pills and anti-diarrheal and some nighttime cold medicine and some motion sickness, and there were other things there, but this was just an example of some of the medications that we keep in our cupboard. And so hopefully this helps you to get some ideas of what you might want to keep in your pill collection. So now that you've chosen your medications, the next step is to label your bags. And I found that a Sharpie works well for this, and you can take any medication and write on it. If it's a generic, you can write on it the name brand, you can write out whatever helps you understand what this is. And besides that, you could write any of the directions that you want. You could write the expiration date. You could put whatever kind of information on here that helps you to understand how to use the medication so that everything works out well for you. Besides just writing on there, I've also at times printed off the directions for maybe the back of a box and folded that up and put inside the bag, especially with the children's medication that I've used, so that I made sure I understood the age or the weight and different things. But also just for medications that you might not use that often, doing something like this is a very handy way to be able to have all of the information and to know exactly what the directions are and how to use that medication. And so that's a simple way to be able to have those directions with you. Okay, so the fourth and final step is to actually put the medication into the bag. And so some medications you might want to put fewer in, and then some you may want more. So we use more ibuprofen, so I've kind of filled that bag clear up. But the Benadryl is less. There's some Tylenol in there. But you kind of decide how many you want to carry, and that's how many you put in the bag. All right, that's it. Now you have a simple little portable pharmacy to keep in your first aid kit and to be able to have the medications that your family needs. Today's assignment is to evaluate the medication in your first aid kits. Are you happy with what you've got? If not, I'd like to invite you to give this system a try. And if you don't like it, you can always go back to this. The important thing is to think about your family and what medications they're used to having at home. and then put those into your first aid kit. That way, whether you're on a hike or you're in the car, or if it's an emergency situation, you've got the pills and medications that they need and are used to using. Hey, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate you giving me a thumbs up. And if you still haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd like to invite you to do that also. Once again, I would like to thank you for your time, and may God bless you as you prepare every needful thing. Thank you.